Have you ever felt unseen by someone you care about? It's like a heavy cloud suddenly rolls in, leaving you feeling lost in a storm of rejection. That sense of being overlooked, uncertain, and powerless can really take the air out of you. But don't let those emotions pull you under. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't always control what happens, we can control how we respond. So rather than letting rejection defeat you, see it as a moment to grow. To prove your inner strength, I end today's video. We're flipping rejection on its head, turning it into something that makes that special person take notice. This isn't about playing games or belittling others. It's about harnessing your emotional intelligence and inner resilience to leave a lasting impression. Stick with us, and you'll learn how to transform rejection into momentum, building not only confidence but stronger relationships too. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to turn every no into a step forward in your personal journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your experiences in the comments. Your voice might just uplift someone else. Now let's dive in. Number 1. Remove her from your thoughts when a woman ignores you. One of the most effective Stoic strategies is to take her out of your mental space. This doesn't mean pretending you don't care or denying your emotions. It's about shifting your attention to what you can control, yourself and your growth. Start by revisiting your personal ambitions. What are you striving for? What achievements would make you proud? Write them down and break them into steps. This act alone begins moving your energy from what's draining you to what's developing you. Then, immerse yourself in hobbies, new or old. Whether it's learning to play guitar, joining a sports league, or diving into cooking, hobbies aren't just diversions. They're meaningful investments in your happiness and personal evolution. They fill your time with learning and joy, which is a Stoic win. Also, don't forget those who've always been there for you. Spend quality time with friends and family. Those bonds remind you that one person's disregard doesn't define your worth or your ability to be loved. Self-reflection is just as powerful. Take this time to ask, am I becoming more patient, more courageous, more kind? Stoicism urges us to focus on the virtues we can build and the character we can control. When you shift your focus in these ways, you begin to live out a core Stoic idea that outside events like being ignored don't get to disrupt your inner peace. You realize that her silence doesn't diminish your value or your ability to live fully. So remember, putting her out of your mind isn't denial. It's a deliberate act of reclaiming your peace and refocusing your energy where it truly matters. You get to choose what holds your attention, and choosing growth is always a win. Number 2. Don't react with emotion. One of Stoicism's central lessons is this: control your response, no matter the circumstance. So when a woman begins to ignore you, consider this. She might be watching to see how you respond. This is your opportunity to show not just her, but yourself, how strong your character really is. Say she stops replying to your texts or feels distant when you're around. Can sting. It might feel personal, but reacting with emotion will only complicate things or make you feel worse. Instead, approach her calmly and with kindness. A simple, "Hey, you seem a little distant. Everything okay?" can say a lot. It shows you're attentive, thoughtful, and not jumping to conclusions. If she continues to withdraw, stay composed. This is where Stoicism shines. The Stoics taught us to place our focus on what we can control, our actions, not theirs. You can't force her to behave a certain way, but you can choose not to let her behavior disturb your peace. Be why remaining calm. By not showing anger or frustration, you're practicing Stoic endurance. You're holding on to your inner peace despite what's happening around you. Use this moment to turn inward. Focus on pursuits that enrich you and make you feel whole. regardless of whether she notices or not. This isn't just about proving strength, it's about feeling strong. You're showing that your value isn't tied to how someone treats you. And if things don't change, Stoicism also teaches us the quiet strength of letting go. If repeated attempts to connect are met with coldness, take it as a sign. Step back, not in defeat, but with dignity. You're choosing to direct your energy toward people and places that return your investment. Number 3, mirror her silence. When the woman you're interested in begins to ignore you, it's natural to want to respond. But instead of chasing or pleading, one Stoic response is to reflect that silence by choosing to ignore her too. First, this might feel wrong, but it's not about playing petty games. It's about honoring your self-respect and staying true to your values. Let's say you text her and receive no reply, or maybe she abruptly changes the subject mid-conversation. Your instinct might be to reach out again, but holding back and not chasing is a powerful statement. It's not revenge. It's self-respect in a group setting. If she skips over your comment, don't try harder to get noticed. Step back, speak with those who value your voice, or simply stay silent and observe. That's not weakness, it's poise. You're choosing not to let disrespect rattle you. And if you feel you're being overlooked, excuse yourself and walk away with grace. That move doesn't signal defeat, it signals confidence. It shows your worth isn't up for debate. This quiet response sends a message. You won't be drawn into emotional tug-of-wars. You hold your dignity and you know your value. That's what Stoicism is all about. Responding with wisdom, not impulse. It's not about damaging egos or creating tension. It's about choosing peace and showing that while you're open to meaningful connection, you're also strong enough to walk away when that respect isn't mutual. That's real strength. That's Stoic dignity. Number 4, reclaim your joy. Stoicism doesn't tell us to ignore how we feel. It teaches us to manage our emotions by focusing on what nourishes us. So if a woman is giving you the cold shoulder, don't sink into frustration. Instead, redirect your energy toward joy. Maybe that means catching a funny movie, shooting hoops, or just walking through the park. These aren't meaningless distractions. They're reminders that your happiness isn't at someone else's mercy. Bringing friends along makes it even better. The laughter, the different perspectives, the love. It reinforces that you matter, that you're valued, that your presence brings something to the world. Together, try something new. A restaurant you've never been to, concert, a local event. These small shifts can pull you out of your rut and into possibility. You meet new people, form new bonds, and create memories that have nothing to do with the one who ignored you. This is what Stoicism champions: being present, being engaged, and making the most of what life offers. Sometimes that requires stepping out of your routine and into something unfamiliar. But that's where growth happens. That's where you reconnect with yourself. So if you're feeling ignored, let that be your cue. Not to sulk, but to live. Go out, have fun. Do the things that remind you who you are. These experiences don't just ease the sting. They rebuild you from the inside out. In the end, you're not just coping, you're flourishing. That's Stoicism in action. Courtesy toward yourself means embodying respect and dignity, core Stoic values. When you express these traits, you're not merely trying to win her attention. You're living out the Stoic principles of self-respect and integrity. It's about understanding your worth and offering it to the world, regardless of how others respond. So the next time you're overlooked, remind yourself your value doesn't shrink because someone fails to see it. Keep showing up as your best self and let your actions speak louder than their silence. In doing so, you maintain your Stoic calm and show that you're not someone easily dismissed. Number 7, And all communication cutting off contact isn't about being bitter or trying to provoke. It's about honoring your emotional limits. If you've reached out multiple times with no response, or your efforts are met with repeated silence, then it's time to take a respectful step back. That means no more texts, no more calls, and fewer interactions. Even if you see her in person, your aim isn't to create drama. It's to give yourself the quiet you need to heal. Say you've been sending her messages and she hasn't replied. Don't keep texting, hoping for a new result. If she doesn't answer your call, resist the urge to try again. This isn't just about showing her that you won't tolerate being ignored. It's a statement to yourself that your time, effort, and emotions deserve reciprocity in social settings. If you're part of the same circle, there's no need to go out of your way to speak with her. You can acknowledge her presence with polite grace if needed, but shift your focus toward those who genuinely value your company. This isn't avoidance out of resentment. It's redirection toward more uplifting exchanges. From a Stoic viewpoint, this is powerful. Don't let others' behavior, something you can't control, rob you of your inner calm. By stepping away, you're exercising the discipline of detachment, not as punishment, but as a way of centering your life on what nurtures peace. Letting go is an act of self-care. You're choosing to shield yourself from recurring pain and distraction. Stay committed to your principles. Invest your energy where it's welcomed and returned. That's the Stoic path, releasing what no longer serves you and focusing fully on what does. Number 8. Don't beg for her attention. According to Stoic thought, your sense of worth should never hinge on someone else's attention or validation. So if she's ignoring you, don't fall into the trap of chasing after a response. Take a pause. Reflect on why you feel the urge to be seen by her, and bring yourself back to your own strength. Instead of bombarding her with texts, choose silence. If you do reply after some time, make sure it's coming from a place of calm and confidence. For instance, if she eventually texts you after a long gap, you could respond with, "No worries. I've been keeping busy with my own projects." That tells her you're not sitting idle, waiting. You're living your life. Another approach? Let your life do the talking. Dive into your passions. Surround yourself with people who appreciate and energize you. Continue growing professionally, emotionally, spiritually. That vibrancy naturally builds inner strength, and it sends a message to everyone. Not just her, that you're thriving. This isn't about spite. You're not trying to make her feel left out. You're simply living with intention and joy. That's Stoicism. Not detachment from emotion, but processing those feelings in healthy, constructive ways. Respect her space. Honor her choice to look elsewhere, and keep investing in yourself. This mindset doesn't just improve your attractiveness. It transforms your life from the inside out. Number 9. Disprove her beliefs. If she's ignoring you because she's misunderstood who you are or underestimated what you offer, then this is your chance not to argue but to show her. Stoicism tells us not to chase opinions, but to live in alignment with virtue and truth. Say she thinks you're not informed about a subject, prove otherwise naturally. Let your knowledge speak when the topic arises, not through arrogance, but with clarity and calm. Or if she sees you as dull, share something surprising, perhaps an adventure, a deep idea from a recent book, or a passion she never knew you had. This isn't about showing off. It's about gently reshaping false impressions through who you are and how you live. Let your uniqueness unfold in subtle, consistent ways. But here's the Stoic catch. Even after doing all this, if she still ignores you, don't internalize the rejection. Don't tie your worth to her approval. That's where many go wrong. You're not growing just to win someone over. You're growing because you deserve to live fully, regardless of anyone else's view. Improve your character, your patience, kindness, resilience, not as a way to change her mind, but to align with your best self. Proving her wrong in the Stoic sense is quiet. It's not dramatic. It's persistent and true. You show, not tell. And even if she never acknowledges it, you walk forward with peace, because you know the truth of who you are. Number 10. Give her the silent treatment. This isn't about playing cold games. It's about self-reflection. If she ignores your messages and then suddenly reaches out, don't rush to reply. Pause. Ask yourself what you really want from this interaction. Are you just reacting emotionally, or are you staying true to your values? When you delay your reply, do it not to punish, but to reflect. If she finally contacts you, take a breath. Then respond with clarity and intention. You might say something like, "Hey, I saw your message. I've been focusing on some personal goals and reflecting on our conversations. How have you been?" It's calm. It's composed. It's not desperate nor dismissive. This is the Stoic way, not ignoring emotions, but mastering your response. You show emotional maturity, not manipulation. You choose dignity over drama. Ultimately, silence becomes a space, not for punishment, but for healing, a space for truth to rise. You demonstrate that you won't engage in back and forths that erode your peace. You communicate that your time and energy are valuable, and you'll offer them mindfully. Number 11. Don't let her see you struggling when she ignores you. It's easy to spiral. But Stoicism reminds us that her attention was never yours to command. What is in your control is how you carry yourself. Stay grounded. Keep your routine. You don't have to fake being fine, but don't let her see you unravel either. Not because you're emotionless, but because you're disciplined. If she skips your message or acts cold in public, respond with lightness. Not coldness, just calm. Your aim isn't to hide your feelings. It's to show that those feelings don't own you. Be polite when you see her.
No sarcasm. No confrontation.
Just steady presence. That's often more powerful than any emotional outburst. Let your calm be a quiet signal. One that says, "I'm okay.
I'm stable.
I'm still me." And while you're at it, lean into growth. Go after what excites you. Nurture friendships. Develop your skills. This isn't distraction. It's evolution. To be why remaining courteous and unshaken. You're living out another Stoic truth. Virtue is the highest good. Each moment with her is a chance to act in line with your best self. You're not pretending to be unaffected. You're choosing not to give your power away. Keep walking your path, undisturbed by what you can't control. That quiet strength is magnetic. And more importantly, it's yours. Closing, thank you for sticking with us to the end of this powerful journey. Today, we unpacked how Stoicism can transform rejection into growth and emotional resilience. If someone close to you is pulling away, remember, your value remains intact. You don't need to chase, plead, or prove. Stay composed. Walk with quiet confidence. Let your response reflect strength, not insecurity. This isn't just advice for dating, it's a mindset for every area of life. Rejection doesn't define you. Your response does. If you found value in this video, give it a like. Subscribe for more content that helps you navigate relationships and life with dignity. And don't forget to share your story in the comments. Your insight might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Now, go ahead and check out the next video we've recommended. It's packed with more Stoic wisdom to empower your journey. Until next time, keep walking with resilience. Let each rejection become a stepping stone to strength. We'll see you soon.